There was a time when people listened to you. They valued your opinion. They considered your feelings. They treated you like you mattered. And then somewhere along the line, something shifted. Now they cut you off mid-sentence. They make decisions without asking you. They roll their eyes when you speak. They talk to you in a tone they would never use with someone else. And you're standing there confused because you didn't do anything wrong. You're the same person you've always been. So why do they suddenly treat you like you're less than? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Respect doesn't disappear for no reason. Something happened. Something changed. And most of the time, it's something you didn't even notice yourself doing. Stay with me because what I'm about to explain might be hard to hear, but it could also change the way people treat you for the rest of your life. Let me tell you how respect actually works. Most people think respect is given. You exist. You're a human being. Therefore, people should respect you. But that's not how it works in the real world. Respect is a response. It's a response to signals you send. Signals about who you are, what you'll accept, how you see yourself. And people are reading those signals all the time, even when you don't realize you're sending them. Every time you laugh at a joke that wasn't funny because you didn't want to seem rude, you send a signal. Every time you say yes when you wanted to say no, you send a signal. Every time you let someone interrupt you and don't say anything, you send a signal. And the signal is this: I don't value myself enough to push back. People pick up on that. They don't even do it consciously. Their brain just registers, oh, this person doesn't hold themselves in high regard. And then their brain adjusts how to treat you accordingly. It's not fair, but it's how human psychology works. Now let me tell you when respect usually starts to disappear. It's not when you make a mistake. It's not when you fail at something. It's not when you show weakness. It's when you become predictable. Think about the people you respect most. There's something slightly unpredictable about them, right? You're not completely sure what they'll say. You're not completely sure what they'll do. They surprise you sometimes. That unpredictability creates a kind of alertness. Your brain pays attention because it doesn't know what's coming next. But when someone becomes completely predictable, when you know exactly how they'll react to everything, when you know they'll always say yes, when you know they'll never push back, your brain stops paying attention. And when the brain stops paying attention, respect fades. This is why the nicest people often get the least respect. They're too consistent, too agreeable, too easy to figure out. The person who always helps gets taken for granted. The person who never complains gets ignored. The person who always shows up stops being appreciated. Not because they're doing anything wrong, but because they've become furniture. They're just there, part of the background, expected. And the moment you become expected, you stop being valued. Now here's something that might sting a little. Sometimes people stop respecting you because you stopped respecting yourself first. Think about how you've been treating yourself lately. Have you been keeping promises to yourself or breaking them? Have you been speaking kindly to yourself or tearing yourself down? Have you been setting goals and hitting them or letting yourself slide? People can sense self-neglect. They can feel when someone has given up on themselves. And if you've given up on yourself, why should they invest in you? This sounds harsh, but it's actually good news, because it means you have more control than you think. You don't need other people to give you respect first. You need to give it to yourself first, and then others will follow. Let me tell you another reason respect disappears. You let something slide that you shouldn't have. Think back to the first time someone disrespected you in a small way. Maybe they made a comment about you that didn't feel right. Maybe they dismissed your opinion a little too quickly. Maybe they showed up late without apologizing. And you said nothing. You let it go. You told yourself it's not a big deal. But here's what happened in their brain. They tested a boundary, and the boundary wasn't there. So they pushed a little more, and a little more, and a little more. Each time you stayed silent, you gave them permission to go further. This is how respect erodes. Not in one big moment, but in tiny moments where you chose peace over self-respect, and now you're living with the result of all those tiny choices. The good news is you can reset it, but you have to be willing to feel uncomfortable. You have to be willing to speak up even when it's awkward. You have to be willing to lose people who only liked you when you were easy to walk over. Now let me tell you about something called the respect paradox. The more you try to earn respect, the less you get. This is Voices of the Forgotten, where human behavior explained, where patterns, emotions, and hidden motives come to light. Let's continue. Think about someone who's always trying to prove themselves, always explaining why they're worthy, always seeking validation. It's exhausting to be around, right? And it doesn't make you respect them more. If anything, it makes you respect them less. Because confidence doesn't explain itself. Confidence just is. When you constantly try to prove you deserve respect, you're actually telling people you're not sure you do, and they believe you. The people who get the most respect aren't the ones trying to get it. They're the ones who stopped trying and started just being. They say what they think without waiting for approval. They make decisions without asking everyone's opinion. They walk away from situations that don't serve them without making a big announcement about it. They don't need you to respect them. They're fine either way. And that energy, that's magnetic. That's what commands respect without asking for it. Now I want to tell you about the people in your life who lost respect for you. Some of them lost respect for legitimate reasons. You changed. You shrunk. You stopped showing up as the person they originally met. But some of them, they lost respect for you because you grew, because you started having opinions, because you stopped being so easy to control. Some people only respect you when you're beneath them. The moment you rise, they resent it. These are the people who liked you better when you were struggling, who felt uncomfortable when you started doing well, who tried to bring you back down whenever you started to shine. Their loss of respect isn't about you. It's about them feeling threatened by your growth. You need to know the difference. If someone lost respect for you because you became weaker, that's information. Use it, get stronger. But if someone lost respect for you because you became stronger, that's not your problem to fix. That's their issue to deal with. Let me tell you how to get respect back once it's gone. You probably think you need to have a big conversation. Explain yourself. Prove you've changed. Make them see you differently. No, words don't rebuild respect. Actions do, and not actions toward them. Actions toward yourself. Start keeping promises to yourself. Start saying no when you mean no. Start having standards for how you allow people to treat you. Don't announce it, just do it. People will notice. They always notice when someone starts carrying themselves differently. Some will adjust and start treating you better. Some will resist because they liked you better when you were easy to push around. Let the ones who resist go. They were never respecting you anyway. They were just enjoying the convenience of you. Here's the truth about respect. You will never be able to control how everyone sees you. Some people will disrespect you no matter what you do. That's their character. That's their issue. That's their life. But you can control how you respond. You can control whether you shrink or stand tall. You can control whether you accept mistreatment or walk away from it. You can control whether you abandon yourself to make others comfortable or stay loyal to who you really are. And when you start choosing yourself consistently, something strange happens. The right people start respecting you more. The wrong people start falling away. And you stop caring so much about the ones who never saw your worth anyway. That's freedom. That's peace. That's what happens when respect becomes an inside job. If you felt something during this video, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, when did you notice people stopped respecting you? What do you think changed? Sometimes just putting it into words helps you see the pattern clearly. I read every single comment and I'm always curious about your stories. If this is the type of content that makes you think differently about yourself and the people around you, subscribe to this channel. I post videos like this every week, breaking down why people behave the way they do, and more importantly, how you can use that knowledge to live better. Hit the like button if this helped you see something you didn't see before, and share this with someone who needs to hear it, someone who's been letting people walk all over them. Sometimes one video at the right time changes everything. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, respect isn't given, it's commanded. Not with force, not with words, but with how you carry yourself when nobody's watching. Start there. Everything else will follow. This is Voices of the Forgotten, where human behavior explained, where patterns, emotions, and hidden motives come to light.